This show is not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. 911, what's your emergency?
Whoever has my sister's cat, please return it. The cat has been missing for 2 days. Please give Mr. Bean back to Chloe, my sister. She wants her cat back. Please give it to her. Please and thank you.
Right in front of the corn pop, and there's this guy just hitting people left and right.
Yeah, blue shirt, we're at.
He's hit like 3 people already. And he's hitting more, and he's hurting people's wrists, and right out front, like right in front, directly in front, on the crosswalk. Oh my
No, awkward and weird. What? Cha-cha-cha. Free-wheel bicycle.
Thank you. Man, I'm always so raspy when I start this off. So raspy and unattachy. Oh, man. Welcome to Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast. The podcast that doesn't really have a point or a meaning. I'm just joking. Essentially it's for entertainment purposes. Hopefully you get something from this laugh, maybe. Learn something. Who knows? Either or. Just some funny stuff. Thank you, Bobby. Came on last week. Or a couple weeks ago, I guess. Thank you for doing that. Also for the people who went over and liked his YouTube page. Doing some streaming over there, some streaming stuff. Hold on, I gotta say real quick. Oh. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you. Anyhow, okay. So, Art, he was supposed to be joining. A couple weeks ago, we had it where we was going to do coffee. He lost power. Art actually lives in Mexico. He's been on the show once before. If you scroll through the older episodes, you'll check it out. And I guess if you're a follower on the Facebook page, you have seen that on there. And we were supposed to do the coffee again. I don't know. He must have lost power again. I don't really know, but either or, I got stuff built up and we'll just get it out. You know what I mean? Get it out. Tell you wonderful listeners. Get some of this local stuff. And then I got a couple other things too. I might, so last week, it would have been last week. I recorded a little bit before Art got on. I might just add to that. It was kind of funny. So the story that I had on there, that I had read, I guess, essentially after I got off, it was really kind of funny because then I just went and chilled with my kids. So it kind of worked out. It worked out for the best. It was just crazy. Crazy timing and, things just happen that way. I truly believe nowadays things happen. Things happen for a reason. So first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to all the men and women overseas fighting for America. Also, if you live in and or around here, you know that the Coal Creek fires are going on, or fire. Thank you to the men and women that are out there trying to get that put out. I haven't even really checked the status update to see if that is put out yet or not. Hopefully it is. Speaking of one of the men that's over there, doing his dandy to get that fire put out. Shout out to 10 for 10. John, he's over there. He's a firefighter. He's over there putting that sucker out, trying to. But yeah, we got some 10 for 10 news, actually. I believe I'm going to try to, after I get off with this, I'm going to get in touch with Joey and see, because they're going to be going on tour here in a couple weeks, and it'd be kind of cool maybe to do a live show or something. We'll just have to see how the schedules work out, I guess, essentially. So they kick off their tour. I'm going to go down the list. Of course, if you head on over to their Facebook page or any social media and just type in 10 for 10, it'll pop up for you. But they kick off their tour April 10th in Sioux Falls, South Dakota at the Den. April 11th, Des Moines, Iowa at Helter Skelter. 4/12, St. Louis, Missouri, the Record Space. 4/13, Memphis, Tennessee, Haven, I think that says Haas. Haven Haas. 4/14, Athens. I'm not sure the state. My apologies, fellas. Nowhere Bar. 4/15, Charleston. I'm going to say North Carolina on that one at the Tin Roof. Also 4/16, Jacksonville at Kona. 4/17, Medar at the Babylon. And they wrap it up. 4/18, Dallas, Texas at Helton Theater. Way cool. Very cool. Sorry if I messed up any of the stuff, fellas.
What the f***?
Yeah, exactly. My apologies. Anyway, head on over to their social media. Give them a like. Give them a like, all that good stuff. I definitely know that they will appreciate it. And/or so will I. Also, today being March 22nd, it is National Goof Off Day. So hopefully you did something to goof off. I guess I goofed off a little bit. Not really, but I don't know. What is the definition of goof off? What is it? I don't know. Just like this. Words. I jotted down a few things over the past couple days, but words that don't get used very much anymore is asinine. Remember that one? Did you use that one? Man, that's sure asinine. I know my dad always says that shit. Peckerhead is a good one. And dork. Dork. Or nerd. I mean, I guess nerd still kind of. I don't know. I don't even know why that's relevant. Why I jotted that. Oh, I remember why I jotted it down. Because I said asinine earlier and it just came out of nowhere. I was like, man, that's shit the old man said. Anyway, we got that. We'll cross that off the list. Get those off too. Art Power out. Thank you, everybody that's been purchasing artwork over the past week or so. I guess I really haven't been pushing too much as far as purchase or selling anything, I guess. Being that I working a little more often and stuff, you know what I mean? I ain't pursuing it as much as I used to. Because of it, I don't know. It was just one of those things, you know, at the time. I mean, my hips are fucked up, essentially. So it was difficult for me to, I don't know. It's just hard to explain. So there's some shit I ain't going to explain either. And I don't need to explain it to you. Because it ain't any of your fucking business. Anyway. Yeah. So anyway, where was I going? Where was I going? Probably to get more wings. Have you guys tried out the iced edition of the Red Bull iced vanilla berry? It truly tastes like Nerds candy, I think. In my opinion. Tastes like nerd candy. Or like sweet tarts, I guess is what the wife said. That makes sense too. Sweet tarts. Good stuff, good stuff. Maybe, I don't know. I dig it. If you don't, who cares? I guess, right? I don't know. Just talking into this microphone in the basement. Anyway, just goofing off in the basement. Speaking of goofing off, I'm going to give you some stuff that's actually does have some, maybe some value. Some stuff you'll be like, oh, okay, interesting. I didn't know that. In 1954, Rolls Royce Silver Raft was equipped with a toilet, but there was no waste container, and feces just landed on the street. That's pretty disgusting. Pretty disgusting. Yeah. Ugh. Sorry, that took a really weird turn. I'm trying to get to the screenshots. Ooh, okay. This is pretty interesting. In an effort to prevent potentially 70,000-pound missiles from entering Wyoming's highways, state lawmakers recently enacted a law requiring commercial drivers to be proficient English speakers. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Very cool. Thank you, everybody. It's been 6 years since I've been on the Facebook, so thank you, everybody that's been following on Facebook. 6 years running strong. There's something else that's going to take you for a loop. You like Little Caesars pizza? It's a little bit different now, obviously. But just think about the logo, the Little Caesar guy, right? Little Caesar, little, yeah, Caesar guy. Pizza, that feller. If you take a look at his, what would you call that thing? I don't even know what the word for it is. Not a poncho. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, his sash. Sorry, I was super loud. Holy moly. Gotta excuse my gapped teeth now because I didn't take care of my teeth. Or is it because of from all the fluoride? Anyway, Little Caesar guy. If you, next time you take a look at his, whatever it is that he has on, if you look at the very bottom of it, it looks like it says LC for Little Caesars. Mind blown, huh? The green digital code from the Matrix is just a sushi recipe. The sounds of the Velocita raptors from Jurassic Park are just recordings of tortoises mating. That's odd. Arnold Schwarzenegger was paid $21,429 per word for the Terminator 2 Hasta La Vista Baby. Cost over $85,000. Darth Vader's breathing is just sound designer Ben Burt breathing into a scuba diving regulator. Yeah, that makes sense. Here's one that's gonna, makes me a little nervous now too, because I think we're gonna be doing some ranch later on. Hidden Valley Ranch is owned and made by Clorox. If you're not familiar with Clorox, it is the bleach. Ugh. Furries have been around since the early 1800s. Little history for you. Europeans used to eat mummies for health reasons. That is very strange. TV static is ghosts. A tiny percentage of the static in old TVs is actually radiation left over from the Big Bang. You are literally watching the birth of the universe decay. Interesting. The hum. There's a low-frequency hum only certain people can hear. It's driven people to suicide. Scientists can't find the source. It's happening right now in several cities worldwide. Here's some things that... And who knows if take all of this with a grain of salt. Some things that weren't true that you thought were true. Shaving will make your hair grow back thicker. No, shaving does not make your hair grow back thicker. We swallow up to 8 spiders in our sleep every year. Sadly, that's not true. That rarely ever happens. This is quite frustrating for some of you Sony PlayStation 4 people. It just came out saying that you have to wrap it up. And they're not talking about your private area. They are referring to you need to upgrade your PlayStation. So, more or less, they're saying, do this shit or you're not going to be able to play anymore. It's always something, you know what I mean? This was quite interesting. Someone was selling just one gold wheel. Oofta. The city of Casper is weighing vaping restrictions. Essentially, if we were to do it like in a store or something, I guess places of business, which in my understanding, I guess, is what I gathered from it all. Which, I mean, does make sense. I mean, there are some people that just sit there and suck on them things just to be ridiculous. Let's be honest here. You know what I mean? Just knock it off. In 2008, a brand spray-painted logos on 1,000 cockroaches, then released them in New York City. Now, if that isn't branding at its finest, you know what I mean? Think of how many cockroaches. The only thing, though, I would obviously suck. What if they came after your company? You know? Probably, who knows if it happened or not, but, I mean, that would be... But then again, who's to say that they actually did it, too? You know, and it just wasn't somebody that was, I don't know, crazy. Wrestling fans. The Undertaker holds the Guinness World Record for the most appearances by a wrestler in video games. He debuted in WWF Super WrestleMania in 1992 and has appeared in more than 60 WWE games since. He has been in more WWE video games than some current WWE superstars have been alive. Wow. Very impressive. All right. Here's some scientific facts. Ooh, here's a little mushroom story for you. A terrifying bad trip on magic mushrooms just resulted in one of the most horrifying medical emergencies ever reported. When a 37-year-old man in Austria consumed a massive dose of psilocybin mushrooms, his psychedelic experience quickly turned into an absolute real-world nightmare. In the grip of severe, terrifying hallucinations, the man completely lost his grip on reality and shockingly used a dull axe to sever his own genitals. When horrified emergency responders finally rushed to the scene to save his life, They made another completely baffling discovery. He had bizarrely gathered the severed pieces and packed them away inside a glass jar filled with dirt and dirty snow. In an unbelievable stroke of medical luck, highly skilled surgeons were miraculously able to clean the heavily contaminated tissue and successfully reattach the organ during an intense hours-long surgery. It was wildly shocking, unbelievably cautionary tale that perfectly highlights the extreme and unpredictably dangers of consuming powerful hallucinogenics. Oh, man. You know what it sounds like to me? You went too far, bud. And that's not your fault. Or it's not the... That's not what I meant. It's your own fault. Don't blame. That's just like people that blame guns for harming people. Let's be honest. There's some real cool Buddha stuff. 10 ways to hack your body. If you get nervous, pinch your nose to calm down. If you're anxious, put your hand over your heart and take some deep breaths. Low energy. Splash cold water or take a brisk walk. Stuffy nose. Ice cube on the roof of your mouth. If you can't sleep, blink rapidly for 1 minute. To boost memory, clench your fists. If you got a headache, press the spot between your thumb and your index finger. If you feel nauseous, press on your inner waist. If you need to wake up, chew some minty gum. And if you can't focus, munch on something crunchy. Huh. Well, that's pretty interesting. Some things to keep in mind. Psychologists say once you decide you want a better life, your brain starts noticing opportunities people support and pass that help you move forward. Wow, that's a really good one. I like that. Speaking of stuff like that too, just thinking, well, obviously, but I always, some of you know that, like, obviously I quit drinking and everything. I'll always say that I don't give a shit. But I just wanted to say that if you're out there and because there was a couple times where I actually reached out, I guess, and I'd just be like, I really need to quit drinking or chill out. And 9 times out of 10, someone would always be like, oh, so what do you know what I mean? What are you drinking or whatever? And if it wasn't what they did, or if it wasn't shit. You know what I mean? One time I had came out and I said, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of over drinking. I need to chill out with it. Well, how much are you drinking? Well, I just, just drinking beers, man. Almost 15 a night. You know what I mean? 10 to 15. Oh, that ain't shit. Used to drink the Patron, bottles of Patron a night. Ugh. Cool, man. You know what? I'm sure I probably could have done the same thing. It's not my vibe. I had, in my not prime, when I was into it pretty hardcore, drinking, I guess. I guess I always was. Anyway, this is taking a weird ass turn, but man, that was easy peasy. You know what I mean? You could stay up till 4, 5 o'clock in the middle of the night. But that fancy alcohol really isn't the best all the time. It's that Seagram 7. Oh, man. Anyway. Took a turn. We're at 25 minutes. Hopefully some of you are still listening. If you're not, totally get it. Let's see. I got a couple other things and I will get the hell off of here. Ooh, that's what it was. Getting a lot of people wondering about commissions, how they work. What is a commission piece? A commission piece is something that you hire me to do. So what does that mean? You give me an idea, and I will let you know if I can run with it. What is it going to cost? You're going to have to give half up front. Why is that? Well, that is because materials cost money. You got your paint. How much does spray paint cost nowadays? $6, $7, maybe $8 a can, right? Figure you got a few different colors. I feel like I've already explained this once before. Probably have. Anyway. And then you have, if you want your canvas or whatnot, you have that also, which costs money too. And then the time that it takes. Let me ask you something. When you go to, let's say, I don't know, the doctor, the dentist, you know what I mean? They have a per hour. I have worked my ass off to get where I'm at as far as the art stuff goes. If you want to, go ahead and ask about a commission piece to maybe another artist. It is not going to hurt my feelings one bit. But I will tell you this. A lot of those other commissioned art people that do it will be charging you $500 to $1,000 just to get started. Is it worth it? I'm sure, probably. But unfortunately, it's not my gig. I truly feel that artwork should not break your pocketbook. It should be fun, and that's just how I'm going to do it. If you would like me to do something, definitely reach out. I am not looking at selling a bunch of stuff. I just always post on my social media, Vanderheiden Design. Speaking of that, this episode is sponsored by Vanderheiden Design Artwork. That's VANDERHEIDEN. Just head on over to type it in. It'll bring up any Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I'm more active on the Facebook. I'm getting lots more activity on there versus any of the other platforms. So, also speaking of that, I know I talked about it earlier. The Facebook page, the 3-Wheel Bicycle. If you go on the page, and I think what I'm going to do, I don't have this set in stone yet, or all of the rules put out, because I don't know how I'm going to do this yet, but I want, obviously, everything to play together, so that way this, you wonderful listeners are helping out, and that's how we get this show out there a little bit more. But I'll do a giveaway. I'll by the next episode I will have it set in stone. So if you want, head on over to the Facebook page. On any post, just type in "I want free shit," "I like free shit," or "Are you gonna do a giveaway?" Just type that in there on the Facebook page. Or if you're on the Spotify's, because I know you can comment on the Spotify, just type it in there too, because then that will boost everything. That's how we, once get those numbers up and all that good stuff, then I can start giving more stuff away. Because when my listeners go down, then like you just get discouraged and don't want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? Even though I do love talking to you on here, giving you a bunch of random weird shit to boggle your mind. Sorry, that was probably pretty loud. But yeah. But I just appreciate all of you that do tune in. And I do want to do a really cool giveaway. Obviously, it's going to have some artwork in there. Probably just some other random stuff too. So definitely, keep your ear out or eye out if you're on Facebook. Some of the shout outs I'm going to do this week. Got a whole line of them. Whole lineup. Of course, we got Two Bulls Tattoo. If you're looking to get yourself a tattoo and you're in that Mills area, head on over there. Then we got the Trailer Park Baker. I'm not sure if she still does her cakes or not, but definitely check her out. All of these you can go on their Facebook page. Also, if you were in the Roseau, Minnesota area, and you're looking for a massage, head on over to Cobra Massage Therapy. Jed Coburness, he'll take care of you. He's actually certified. Probably the only man that I would let give me a massage. That's straight up no bullshit. Also, we got the Broken Wing Nuts podcast, of course. Back Road Friends. Definitely check them out. Cletus Ray. Yeah. And Kamikaze Kid. Definitely check out the Big Money Hustler podcast. The Casper Spuds opening day is going to be May 28th. Still a little bit of ways away, but yet getting geared up, getting ready. It's going to be super fun. Another amazing year of baseball. Love it. And for some of you too that ain't around here and can't, watch the games, they actually stream it on YouTube, which is really cool. Also, I did see that the broadcaster, not from last year, the couple years from prior, he's going to be going on again, which is amazing. Great kid. Great kid. Let's see, what else do we got here? Of course, Around the Edges. Great cleaning service. They do all kinds of stuff. Check them out. Check out their Facebook page. Also at Ease Restoration. I've been seeing a lot of people asking about who does duct cleaning in town. Head on over and check them out at Ease Restoration. Let's see, what else do I got here? Not a whole hell of a lot. Wait. That's a lie. Going on in Colorado. Did you know that they have a theater there that serves unlimited cereal with classic cartoons? Looks like it's called The Lyric. Man, that's pretty cool. I'd be down for that. Eating a bunch of cereal. I don't know. It's been a while since I ate cereal. I'm more of a plain Cheerios guy, to be honest with you. I mean, I take that back, because I do like the Fruity Pebbles, because obviously the Flintstones, they're the shit. They are the shit. Also, what is going on here? I need to be more organized with my notes. Definitely go check out the Little Shop of Burgers if you're in town. Extremely good burgers. And they have the horror-themed burger shop. Some of my artwork is down there. That really cool Alfred Hitchcock painting. It actually glows in the dark. Obviously, you can't see it because you're not there at night time when all the lights are off, but either or is a really cool piece. Also, Forbidden Leaf. Go check out one of their 4 locations here in town. Also located in Evansville. All month long, I'm going to be doing deals. Monday is Munchies. So all the edibles will be 20% off. And I'll be honest with you, I don't remember what the rest of the week is. But if you just go on to the Facebook page, give it a like to like it. You just hit that thumbs up button or follow, whatever. I can't remember. Check it out. All kinds of deals going on till the 4th of April. Here's something that is very cool. Do you guys know about copper? You know, like the copper cups? Oh, the copper cup. They actually have really good coffee too, by the way. Definitely check them out. Man, I should have grabbed it. Should have ordered some of that. Okay. Ancient civilizations stored water in copper for a reason. Copper is naturally, holy moly. Copper is naturally allogenic. It self-sterilizes, kills bacteria, fungi, and mold. When water rests in copper for 8+ hours, ions dissolve in and create a subtle electrical charge. You're not just hydrating, you're plugging back into a natural circuit. Pretty interesting, even though I couldn't pronounce that correctly. Silly. I shared this on the Facebook page too. It was really funny. Did you guys ever try the Everclear and Hawaiian Punch? And the thing was, I was seeing if anybody remembered that or if they'd comment on it. You know what I mean. You know how it goes if you're a long-time listener. Read them on the air, but I'll share my little first-time Everclear and fruit punch story. Senior in high school, Platte, South Dakota, we all got to take a trip to Pierre, South Dakota. I almost feel like I've said this on the show before, but anyway, took a trip to Pierre, South Dakota. A buddy stayed at my house, and we got up pretty early in the morning because we had to be at the school. I want to say it was like 6. We had to be there in the morning, but we got up a little bit early, and we ended up drinking some of that Hawaiian Punch and Everclear. We got pretty tuned up. I was walking around the Capitol. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy. They got these little blue tiles all over the floor in there. You try to find them. I have talked about this on the show before, or maybe it's just, anyway. But yeah, let me know. Have you tried the Everclear and the Hawaiian Punch? Let's see what else we got here. Oh, there was this thing that because I really dig theories. Are you a theory person? Because I am, I guess. Conspiracy or not. Not saying I believe all of it. It's just entertaining. Just like I say all the time. Just like this podcast is for entertainment purposes. Well, as of right now. Well, it always has been, I guess. I don't know. So, you know the Devil's Tower. That's here in Wyoming. I've heard it referred to as God's dick, which is pretty funny because it is, extremely huge piece of rock. But the other day I heard this theory that, have you guys seen that movie Avatar? Personally, I have not watched it. The only pieces I've seen of the movie is what my kid that watches, my daughter. You know, the blue people and the purple and I don't know, whatever. Just not really my thing. But anyway, I seen this theory that that movie is actually based on a true story. And what it is in that world that they live in is inside Devil's Tower.
What the
That's what I'm saying. I mean, crazy. Inside Devil's Tower, you get all this crazy Avatar stuff. People are flying around, high-fiving, I don't know, whatever they do. Wars going on. Crazy. But yeah, apparently that's going on inside of Devil's Tower. National, that would be National Monument. Huh, crazy. Yeah, people come up with the craziest stuff. There was just like earlier today, I heard some people talking about tattoos and shit. Which, you know, it's whatever. I mean, if I'm in with earshot and you're talking and I can hear, you know, God gave me ears so I can listen. But it's just funny. Like, respectfully, some of y'all just need to shut up. Oh, I don't really like the way that they did this or they did that. And you know damn well that they can't even either do a stick figure or draw a stick figure or, you know what I mean? It's just mind-blowing to me. The other thing, too, is while the tattoo artist was there doing it, I'm sure you were all sitting there like, oh, my God, he's so cute, or whatever. It can gag me. It's just, it's sad because, like, I mean, I know a lot of tattoo artists here in town. I know quite a few, more than a handful. I think I could throw some, if we could do both hands and I could put my feet up too, of how many talented tattoo artists I know here in town, I'd be overflooded. But I know that them fellows put their heart and soul into a lot of, you know, what they do. That's their craft. You know what I mean? Just like going back talking about the art commission stuff. You know what I mean? When you go get a tattoo, you lock in a date. You have to put money down. Ooh, that was loud. Sorry, I hit the deal. But yeah, and it's sad. I mean, people suck. Either way, people suck. But, so this was kind of a big thing that happened the other day. Chuck Norris, the one and only, he had passed away. And you know how I said that, you know, the theory stuff, and, you know, I will never speak ill will of the deceased. But I already seen people were doing theories about stuff that had happened. And it's just crazy. Like, some of these people just, you know, let them be. But, you know, anymore, the world that we live in, it's hard to tell what's what. You know, because, what was it, a couple weeks ago? It was the Jim Carrey thing. You know, I mean, was it a joke? Was it, I mean, there's a gentleman that comes in, and I talk to him quite often. I'm not not willingly, but I do. I love talking to people and hearing what they have to say. Very respectful until you not respectful to me. But he was talking about how history is repeating itself right now. Which, I mean, I guess I do understand a little bit. You know, because of the Wasn't it over oil when the Trade Center and stuff? All that sad stuff happened. If I remember correctly, yeah. And then we went to war with Iraq. I didn't. Our soldiers did. But, yeah. Sorry, this is getting off topic. Super off topic. But here's another thing, too. Speaking of that, serving and everything, a lot of you that are walking around with open and carry that probably shouldn't be open and carry. If you want to do that shit, take your ass overseas and go fight. There's no reason you need to be bringing a fucking handgun into gymnastics. That's fucking disgusting. And number one, when I seen you had it, it was on your back. Could have easily taken it. Rule number one, convict code, always check your entrances. Don't have your back towards the door. You were in the front row. Sorry. Stuff like that just irritates me. I mean, what if somebody that was unstable came over and just grabbed that from him? You know what I mean? Like, that's the issue that I have with a lot of this stuff. You know, and like, here's another thing. Like, he was the typical, and he had the shirt on, everything. I stand for the flag. I kneel when I pray. Heck yeah. Me too. Dude, we get it. Like, you're not tough. You're the reason why other countries are laughing at us. Hate to say it, but it's true. Anyway, once again, completely off topic. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Please forgive me, but I do not apologize. That's the new term. Please forgive me. I do not apologize. Now we just lost a bunch of listeners. I don't really give a shit. Anyway, okay, back on the Chuck Norris thing, and then I'm going to get out of here. Just some Chuck Norris facts. Kind of a bummer. Not kind of, it is. He was an Air Force veteran. Before fame, Chuck Norris served in the United States Air Force and was stationed in South Korea, where he first learned martial arts. He was a martial arts champion. He became a multi-time world karate champion and even created his own fighting style. Chun Kuk Do. And that's really cool. You know, when I was younger, I think I started in fourth or fifth grade in Taekwondo. He was always on the covers. Sorry, it was loud again. He was on the covers of those Century magazines and stuff. You would order your pads, your hand pads, your headgear. That's some really cool stuff, to be honest with you. It's something I'll never forget. He was always one of those that I'm pretty sure almost every young man looked up to. Just like Hulk Hogan, I would think. I don't know. My throat's getting raspy again. But yeah, someone you always looked up to, I guess. And then he was in that Sidekicks movie. That was super sweet. Unfortunate tragedy with the main actor. But yeah, that was essentially almost just like what any kind of young man was, or kid, you know? I mean, come on. He was getting picked on, wanted the girl, and, you know, when you would daydream, then his hero would come. And they were sidekicks, essentially. Hence the name of the movie. But, I mean, just really cool. Here's another fun fact. He trained celebrities. He trained stars like Steve McQueen and Priscilla Presley in martial arts. He fought Bruce Lee on screen. He started alongside Bruce Lee in Way of the Dragon, one of the most iconic fight scenes ever filmed. Walker, Texas Ranger. He became a household name starring in Walker, Texas Ranger, which ran for 8 seasons. All right, come on, fellas. Let's stop bullshitting here. Know you watched it. Loved it. Excited for Saturday night. If Saturday night, was it Saturday Night Lights? Man, I can't even remember now. Saturday Night Live, that's what it was. Or no, it wasn't Saturday Night Live. It was a wrestling shit that came on just for a little bit. They would do it on Saturdays. If that wasn't on, you were watching old Chuck on Walker, Texas Ranger. The other thing too is how he made that Dodge Ram truck so popular. It was just it was so cool. I remember when my grandparents, because we would always, on the weekends and stuff, we would go to the farm. Either one of the parents or grandparents, I guess. Saturday nights, we would watch Walker, Texas Ranger. It was pretty sweet. Because you'd only get a couple channels, you know what I mean? You got your antenna, your bunny ears, banana ears, as I like to call it now. But yeah, you'd tune into Walker, Texas Ranger. Then I remember the one year, my grandpa and grandma, they came all the way. Well, I guess not all the way. It wasn't that far, about 72 miles an hour, I guess, essentially. Came down and super, super excited for the fact that, they paid cash for a brand new truck that they bought. And it was, that's right, one of them Dodges. The year that they switched up the front end, and it was like a dark forest green, and then it had in the middle it was like silver, and the bottom was green. It was pretty tough. It was a pretty tough truck. Pretty cool stuff. Also, some of his fitness and business ventures, he co-founded Total Gym and one of the most recognizable home workout brands. That's pretty cool. Chuck Norris. Man, he was a beast, wasn't he? Chuck Norris. That would have been cool to meet him. Never got a chance to meet him, or I never got a chance to meet Hulk Hogan either. Seen him wrestle, but that was about it. Speaking of kind of sports stuff, I guess I don't know if you could clarify that as a sport. I don't know. I guess I seen Tom Brady was talking shit to Logan Paul, but I mean, who knows if that's even legit or not? But I mean, in my opinion, I can't stand Tom Brady anyway. And I don't know. I just could never stand him. I mean, obviously he plays good football and stuff and can throw the ball, but other than that, I couldn't really stand him. So I don't know if it's for real or not, but he was poking fun of Logan Paul there a little bit, saying that I think it was his line could take any wrestler or whatever. And it's dude, whatever, man. I mean, who knows? Maybe. But, I mean, for you to come and talk shit when there's been so many people that have come out and said that the NFL's scripted and shit, it's just craziness to me. I did see, I was pretty stoked. I don't remember the date because my notes have all ran out now. Well, I guess I got one more thing I was going to throw out there as far as local events. March 29th, which will be this coming weekend at the Central Wyoming Fair and Rodeo, Pokemon and Sports Card Show. Buying, selling, trading. Really cool. If you're into cards and stuff, I think I'm going to go check it out. I really do want to check it out. Not the Pokemon aspect of it, no offense, but I'm a big fan of Ken Griffey Jr. I want to get some of them Griffies, maybe some Barry Bonds. I don't think I have very many Barry Bonds, but anyway. The other thing I was going to say that isn't part of my notes. I see Nate Diaz is fighting again, which is super, super sick. Always been a Nate Diaz fan since way back when he was in the house doing all that stuff. So super excited to see him fight one more time. Who knows if it's going to be legit or not, just because, like I was saying, you just know how some of this stuff goes. But, yeah, I seen it was supposed to be on Netflix, I guess. So if you got a subscription to Netflix, you are in luck. You'll get it for free. Well, I guess technically it's not free, right? I mean, if we want to be an asshole and be dumb. No. Ooh, sorry. I just burped. Burped into the microphone. All right, well, let's see what else. I don't think I have anything else here. Yeah, these are all oldies. Oh, wait, no, one more. Pitbull is attempting. This is nuts. Mr. Worldwide is about to make history, one bald cap at a time, at his headline show at British Summer Time, Hyde Park, on July 10th. Pitbull is attempting a Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people wearing bald caps. Yep, seriously. For years, fans have shown up to his concerts dressed in suits, aviators, and shiny fake scalps to match his signature look. What started as a joke suggestion from Greg James has now turned into an official record attempt. Pitbull, real name Armando Christian Perez, is calling on an all-bald ease to show up and show out. If it works, Hyde Park won't just be loud. It'll be the most bald it's ever been. Ooh, I guess there was that one song back when I was in high school. Shake that dip 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 dip. Hope do sorry. Oh man. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. I think that's it. I'm not really sure when I'm going to do another episode. I need to talk to Joey, see if we can get something worked out. Shoot. Oh, that's what it was. There was another thing about one of the, because like I said, I like conspiracies. I like beefs, beefs, rap beefs, hip hop beefs. I just like beefs. I like it when they go back and forth. T.I. and 50 Cent were going back and forth, which was pretty interesting for anybody that gives a shit, I guess. Both of, let's be real here. America loves beef songs. You know what I mean? Would you have that stupid Kendrick Lamar song? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do not think Kendrick Lamar is that good of a hip hop artist. I don't. And that's coming from somebody that's listened to hip hop music most of his life. And it's not hating or anything. It's just not my thing. Like Tech Nine, amazing artist. I could never get down to it. It's just how it is. But yeah, the TI 50 Cent thing, that was pretty interesting. I mean, who knows? Who knows if they're going to come out with more? I seen the whole Jelly Roll thing. I don't know if you guys seen that, where Ryan Upchurch had a video when they were doing I don't know if they were having a meeting or what have you, but Jelly Roll was mentioning some very recognizable names as of right now. Starts with an E. But two, then I guess, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I remember watching that like a long time ago, maybe like a year or so ago, and I don't remember if like that's one of the things that was actually said or if it was like made up, because I mean, we know how AI is now, right? I mean, so who knows? But I mean, it's just crazy. But he, so Ryan Upchurch made a couple songs, beef songs, I guess, towards Jelly Roll, which I thought was pretty good, to be honest with you. And, you know, I seen something earlier, too, that makes a lot of sense, too. How did Jelly Roll get Grammys already? I mean, don't you... I mean, I guess I should have done more research, but I think you have to... You know what? Let's just check it out right now. What are the qualifications? A Grammy. Even huge. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I did. There was another like video thing that I had seen where talking about how it's crazy. Oh, a wiener dog. I love wiener dogs. Thanks, Brent. Shout out to Brent for Snapchat, my dude. Wiener dogs. But yeah, it was something about the qualification. And yeah, it just, and something with Morgan Wallen too, as far as like, I don't know. You just got to question everything. It was something with like, he had passed Garth Brooks or something. And it's like, hold on a minute. I mean, I can't stand Garth Brooks either way, but that was just crazy, I guess. And I can't stand Morgan Wallen either. I mean, he does have that one song that was pretty good, but then it just got kind of played out. And then he like threw the chair off of a roof and then trying to say he didn't. He seems like he's a crybaby. He's the type of person that comes up with the idea, and then when you get caught, he blames it on you. That's Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen. He reminds me of Ezel off of Friday. Yeah, no joke. No joke. Anyway, hey, I thank you guys. Art must be out of power. He does not, he has not responded or anything, so bummer, but I guess it is what it is. Yeah, hopefully you guys have a great week. Follow everything down below if you wouldn't mind. Share it up with your friends. Like I said earlier, if you want like a giveaway type thing, go ahead and type it down below if you're on the Spotify, or if you're on one of the Facebook, any post. Type in I want free shit, or do a giveaway, or just any sort of comment. Because when you do that, the engagement pushes it up. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but if not, hey, that was a quick tip. Quick social media tip. Ooh, oh, man, I don't know if I can get up now. Try to stand up. Ooh. Actually, you know what? I haven't done this in a while. Ooh, perfect. I opened it up at the right spot. I haven't done one of these in a while. Joey, 10 for 10. I haven't read out of his book, Art with Words. And you can get this book from any one of, just type in their stuff with social media. Just head on over there. This one's titled Sleep It Off. If I was still drinking, I could have made love to you. If I was still drinking, I would have got a fire burning. Hotter and hotter. But if I were burning in that bottle, you would have never met me. Now I can see what this man is worth, and we could let us fall in love. I feel like pocket change handed out to so many undeserving. It left me never to understand this boy could be worth your time. Now I can see what this man is worth, and we could let us fall in love with passion, not lust. We could be two as one, making more than memories just one day at a time. More than just surface fun. And this is his thing afterwards. Alcoholism and lust are best friends here on earth. They are Fox and the Hound, a bipolar love affair. A love only in their imagination. To properly cure oneself, one to the other must not be present. From a writer's standpoint, this is my first writing with no chorus or hook, just words stacked with each other. Sleep It Off holds a special place for me. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, hopefully everybody has an amazing week, month, day, all that good stuff. Man, that was loud. Sorry, I apologize. Hopefully you fellas that are truck driving didn't shit your pants. You didn't shit your pants. That sounds like some shit my old man would say too. I should really just get him on one of these times. I mean, I did record, no bullshit, I did record an episode with my dad last year. And I did not release it. I did not release it due to the fact, I guess, because, man, I was so intoxicated. I was so intoxicated. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it wasn't like I was like super intoxicated where like I was slurring my words. But obviously right now, like I'm sober, my mind goes from here to there. You know what I mean? Like this, that's how this podcast is. You know, it goes from here, there, that. I mean, it was just 100 times worse. And yeah, I don't know. I'll see what he says. We can get him on here and do something. I apologize to some of the longtime listeners that don't really get a lot of, some of the things like from the older episodes, but, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. I mean, life is just crazy, and, there's been lots of times where I've just been like, I'm just not even going to do the podcast anymore just because, like, it can be extremely stressful. And what I mean by that is just getting everything lined up, making sure people get over here on time. When I would do the event thing, making sure that the actual event was working properly. The other thing too, when people would be commenting on the Facebook, I wouldn't be seeing it right away. So then that can lead to some frustration towards, the people that are watching or listening. So there's that. And yeah, I do get it. There are lots of different programs where you can do this and that. And you know what? I was 100% into all of that shit fucking 6-7 years ago. Ooh, and I even said that. Ugh. That was horrible. I said the 6-7 thing. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I was into all of that a long time ago with the video and all of that happy stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's super fun. Super fun. But, it's just not really that much of a priority. But I will definitely, I do have, few spots for few, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah, we'll still do stuff every now and again live on the Facebook. Get some stuff fired up. Probably get 10 for 10 to see if I can just get them to come over, just like they did my 200th episode, which was super rad. Brought all their gear over and jammed out. But, the availability on John now is probably kind of limited too with the fire stuff going on at Coal Creek. But yeah, I'm just going to shut up so I can get this out there for you. Like I said, hopefully you have a great week. Great day. Always positivity. All that negative stuff. Just let that shit be. Don't feed into it. Because when you feed into it, then that's how you get sucked into it. And then when you get sucked into it, then, yeah. Anyway. Have a great one. I'm your host, Stevie V, signing off. Hopefully you learned something. I mean, it went over quite a few things. I'm going to hurry up and get this out. Show it to your friends. Share it. Talk about it. Think about how stupid it is, actually. You could do that. Give me some suggestions, too. That'd be cool. I mean, let's just have some fun with it. Like some old school type stuff, you know what I mean? Because if you're a long-time listener, you know that I love AM radio type vibes. That's why I like getting away from the video. Plus, if you're driving, you can't really watch a video, am I right? That's it. I'm out of here. I'm your host, Stevie V. You're tuned into Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast.